Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 23rd, 2022 New Moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Now before we begin this reading, let us ask God, Source Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, to bless us, guide us, bringing forward all that is of love, peace, and positivity, and banishing all that is of negativity, hurt, and pain. Let's see what energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so we need to be mindful of just being a little bit too patient, which is something very funny, Pisces, because there's this energy here of like, oh no, I can wait, don't worry. Oh no, I can wait, don't worry. And then like it passes, like it's kind of like the expiration date hits and we didn't realize we were waiting so patiently. And there's also a sense here of something very holy coming into our life, something very positive. But also remember, if you have any ivy that grows on a tree, it takes the life force from the tree. So there's something very positive that's coming forward, but you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. So just be aware of that. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. So I love that you only have one minor arcana card here. You have the Emperor, you have the Sun, you have the Death card, and then you have the Six of Cups. So just be mindful of being rather nostalgic, of having the past come up very, very powerfully, because that's going to be something we need to be aware of. You have strong Taurus energy here, as well as Scorpio. Now let's talk about this moon for a moment. This is the new moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd of November. We will be feeling the effects of this new moon until the winter solstice. And that would be the beginning of Capricorn time period. So it's December 21st to December 22nd. We will be feeling the effects of this new moon. New moons are times to set intentions, and this new moon is just the same, but there's a bit more to it. There's a bit more to this moon than what first meets the eye. Astrologically speaking, we're at 1 degree 37 of Sagittarius. And what's really interesting is for the next 5 months, all the new moons will be in 1 degree of their sign. So there's a newness, there's a beginning, there's an opening up of a door. There's a sense of like a wonderment here. I'm just seeing that kind of like wide-eyedness of children. When they see something, it's like, oh, how does that work? What's that? What's also very interesting is that there are going to be 7 planets in mutable signs. Now we are a mutable sign, meaning that we're very good with change, even if we don't like it. Okay, that's not what we're talking about, but we're good with it. We're adaptable. there also can be a level of chaos. So we can find a level of chaos to our own lives, or a level of chaos to the change that we're feeling here. Now, the moon, the sun, Venus, and Mercury are all in Sagittarius, which is a mutable sign. Jupiter and Neptune are all in Pisces, us, which is a mutable sign. We're ruled by Neptune, so that's going to be very powerful. It's amplifying the power of our dreams. Jupiter is extremely powerful, and extremely powerful during this time. And we'll get to that in a minute. We have Mars in Gemini, okay, another mutable sign. We have Mars rules Aries. We have that right here, especially if we're born on the cusp with Aries. That's going to come through very, very powerfully. We can find our speech is a little bit more authoritative, than it usually is. We can find ourselves being very, very passionate during this time. And it's not a bad passion. It can be a hot-temperedness. Yes, that can come forward for anybody during this time. But it's also a passion, a determination, a fire, a brilliance to us. And that's going to be very much a big deal. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Remember, Jupiter is in Pisces. Jupiter is trine the sun and the moon. And what's cool is that on the 23rd of November, Jupiter is going to be stationary. So, which means that everything that Jupiter represents is magnified. Optimism, hope, energy, boundless horizons. Jupiter is a visionary planet. Sagittarius is a visionary sign. That visionary aspect is coming forward. Jupiter is in Pisces. The visionary aspect of our dreams is coming forward during this time. We can feel astoundingly empowered, Pisces. We can also feel a little bit overwhelmed, so be aware of this. Our dreams are so real. Our desires are so real. Our hopes are so real. It's like it's tangible. We can feel it now. We can also feel how changeable our world is and the power that we have to mold things. Sagittarius is also linked to the truth. Truth is going to be very important to us. And when it comes to law, it's going to be the truth within law. Libra is linked to justice, okay? But Sagittarius is linked to the truth. So that's going to be very big during this time. This new moon lets us see what we want to be, where we want to be, how we want to be moving forward, what we want to be by the end of this year. It's almost like we have a scrying bowl or a crystal ball in front of us. We can see what we want, and we can see it as if it is real. That is going to be really cool. It's a time to look at what we want to create, how we want to cultivate our lives, how we want things to move forward for ourselves. We're stepping out of the energy of the past, which is going to be a big deal for us. We've been in that energy for quite some time. We're stepping out of the bullying energy of the past, the bullying energy of fear. This is also a time where we have to be very, very, very discerning of the information we let in. Very discerning of the people we listen to, any forms of media, social media, any media that we're listening to, any forms of entertainment, because words hold lies during this time. And people might not mean to be lying, but this is a really hard time to discern the truth. This is a time to go off of feelings. This is a time to go off of instinct. With the Emperor, we claim our throne. With the Emperor, there's a passion, there's a fire, there's a determination to us. There's also a sense of, I'm stepping into a leadership role. I'm stepping into the power of me. I'm stepping into what I need, and I'm seeing how it connects with others. Okay, you might find yourself getting a promotion. You might find yourself taking on, again, a leadership role, leading other people. There is this huge sense of, I see what needs to be done, and I'm going to do it, period, end stop. It brings us to the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck, and we are embracing that happiness. This is saying, let you shine. Let yourself shine. You are ruled by the moon within the tarot, okay? So you're represented by the moon in the tarot. The moon has profound effects on you. You're moon sensitive, even if you didn't want to think you are. Most water signs are. Most people who are water signs are. Some might not be because you have more of other elements in your chart. But especially if you have a lot of air, a lot of water, you're very, very much ruled by the moon. This is going to be a radiant time for you. This is going to be a time because of Jupiter in Pisces, because of Neptune in Pisces, okay, where you are seeing your dreams so much more. Now, your past, your dreams, they can become more real to you than the waking world, and that's going to be something you need to be mindful of, all right? Because here, it's the past, and Spirit is saying, be very mindful of the past, of the bullying influence of the past and of fear. That can come forward, and that can just knock you off your course. So be very aware of that, because That's going to be your Achilles heel. Death. Dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. You are transformed. It's almost like, what is it, that Kipling poem, If, and it says, you'll be a man, my son, at the very end? That's what I'm hearing here. It's like, if you can do what needs to be done, if you can embrace yourself, if you understand what you need and what you want, then you will like graduate to the next level. And that's what I'm seeing here. The death card, the dying away of the old self. You're shedding off a skin. You're breaking free of a shell. And you are reborn. And that is powerful. You're also going to be very in tune to the veil between the worlds. You're very sensitive to the veil between the worlds already with your Pisces energy, okay? With that water, with that moon, with that malleability, okay? With Scorpio energy coming in, Scorpio lives between the worlds, lives between the veil of worlds. And that's going to be very important for you. So which means you have these instincts, you have these ideas, you have this sense, it's almost like a mediumship. So just like, just seeing, like from Sixth Sense, like I see dead people, and I'm not trying to make light of that, but I just thought that was the funniest thing to come through, where it's like you are getting this knowledge, this insight from people who have passed. You're putting together the story, you're weaving things together that before you would have been ignorant of. And now you're like, well, how can't I see this? Like, this is as obvious as the nose on your face, type of thing. But before, you were blind to it. But now you're going to very much be aware. So just be aware of that, because it can knock you for a loop, okay? Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. I love it. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So emotions are running high, most definitely. As you embrace this emperor role, as you're taking on new responsibilities and you're stepping forward and you're seeing what you need and what you want and what you desire, emotions do run high. There's a changing of your world stage. And there's also a changing of the role that you were playing. You were playing a supportive role before, and now there's a sense of I'm a main player. You're protected. There is a sense of joy and celebration because of the protection this moon is offering you, because of the power that is coming forward within you. So understand that you are protected. Now, don't be foolish. You don't think, oh, I can do anything and I'm protected, I'm fine. But just know that if we're wise and we are really listening to the energy around us and our connection to spirit, that we are going to be very protected. We're going to be very cradled and cared for. The sovereignty of the moon, the queen of the moon, is telling us to step out of the past. You can't be a queen if you're always ruling in the past. It doesn't work. So here it's like rule in the present. Be in the present now. And there's going to be that energy like of the emperor. Here's of the empress or of the queen of the moon that says, I'm in the present now. I'm ruling what needs to be ruled. Your path has transformed. And as your path has transformed, you are now transforming with it. You didn't expect the road that divinity is taking you on, but my goodness, are you along for the ride? All right, your subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Four of Wands. So here, it's very interesting because this is a commitment, a celebration. You're being tested, okay? There's a commitment that you're going to be tested with. There can also be a sense of like work-home balance not being as great as you want it to be, or just needing to pay more attention to being grounded within your home, within yourself, within your body. Your subconscious tarot message is the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot that you're trying to balance, okay? And there's a lot that's going to be coming into balance during this time. But you need to steady and stabilize and align yourself. The alignment of yourself is going to be very important. Our subconscious Luna message is it's time to release negative energy through action. The act of doing, the moving of your body, the sense of being in alignment with your energy. That's going to be very important. And that's going to transform you and lead you in a direction that you hadn't realized you needed to go to, you needed to be a part of, okay? But it's time to release the negativity. It's releasing the past. It's the power of this moon coming forward and saying, you've spent enough time here. It's time to let the past go. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. And may you have a blessed moon. God bless.